Hello, Yukon. You are watching UCTV, Channel 14 News. I'm Corrina Pysa.
And I'm Tom Griffith, bringing you all the upcoming events at Yukon this week.
A large crowd filled Fairfield Way to rally for Connecticut Senate nominee Ned Lamont and special guest General Wesley Clark. Ned Lamont, who also spoke with students last month on campus, made a second trip in order to get students excited. This rally was put on by the Yukon College Democrats. Let's take a look.
Ned Lamont and General Wesley Clark held a rally today at Fairfield Way, sponsored by the Yukon Democrats. The rally was attended not only by Yukon students, but by local residents as well as students from other universities. Campaign volunteers distributed billboards, t-shirts, and armbands. During the rally, Ned Lamont spoke out against the war in Iraq and the Bush administration, saying that it was time for a change.
George Bush is going to look. He's going to say, okay, they supported Joe. They supported stay the course. They think we're doing pretty well in Iraq. They think we're doing pretty well in America. More of the same. We don't want more of the same.
There may be a place for a timeline. I'm not saying there is or there isn't. But I know this, that what you have to have is an overall strategy that includes diplomatic, regional, and military activities. That we haven't done. There is no overall strategy.
Supporters of Joe Lieberman were at the rally as well. Their reaction to the rally wasn't positive.
Ned Lamont came out and proved yet again that he really only has one issue in this campaign. He only cares about the war. Joe Lieberman is all about health care, and he talks about what's facing Connecticut, and he really represents Connecticut. And Ned Lamont is just a populist candidate on this single hot issue. And
others were more supportive and were glad that Lamont came.
Really happy that Ned came and talked. I think what Ned did in challenging incumbency was really cool, and it's a really awesome thing that people are getting engaged, and he's engaging people in this way.
David Stuber, president of the Yukon Democrats, said that this rally was the biggest that Yukon has had in years.
I mean, we probably haven't had this big of a political rally. I mean, I remember when Howard Dean was here 2 years ago during the 2004 presidential race. That rally wasn't this big. I mean, this was absolutely huge. So everything went off exactly the way I planned. It was fantastic.
So far, none of the Republican candidates have been on campus this year. Carrie King, a member of the College Republicans, said scheduling has proven difficult.
Well, the Yukon bus system gave some students quite a scare last week. A yellow line bus heading down 195 from Mansfield Apartments had a brake failure and ran a red light. Once the bus failed to stop, the driver contacted dispatchers at the Transportation Services for help. Using her own knowledge, the driver then put the bus in neutral and turned off the ignition. The cause of the brake failure is still under investigation. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
Tired of the boring Yukon Great Pick commercial? Well, now Yukon is putting students to the test. Yukon wants you to create a new commercial for the university. You must register to be qualified by next week, October 16th. The video must be 3 minutes or less, and a $1,000 cash prize will be awarded to whoever's commercial makes it to the air.
Well, Yukon students have officially welcomed a new bar to campus. Formerly known as the Civic Pub, the Thirsty Dog opened its doors last Thursday night. Serving a long-awaited crowd of students, the Thirsty Dog does retain the same scene and feel of the pub, but a few minor renovations have been made. Giving Huskies and Teds a run for their money, the Thirsty Dog's Thursday night specials include gigantic pitchers for only $2. There was quite a line to get in, but the question still to be answered is whether or not it will remain crowded.
If you are one of the many unlucky basketball fans who didn't get season tickets this year, you still have a chance to see this year's men and women teams in action. Yukon First Night includes autograph sessions from both teams prior to the events. The Women's Super Show will follow the session with a laser light show and activities. The Men's Madness event kicks off at 8:45 Friday night, introducing 8 freshmen to the roster. The whole event is free, and all students are welcome to attend.
I'm definitely going to that.
You seem excited. Why is that, Tommy?
Probably because I didn't get tickets this year.
Oh, well, you should definitely go.
Someone hook me up. Well, if you've started planning for a future career, the first thing an employer will ask you for is your resume. Learn how to impress with the ABCs of Resumes, a guide to the basics provided by the Career Center. ABCs of Resumes will be taught in CUE Room 134, from 11 a.m. to noon. After your resume's done, be sure to know how to effectively interact with recruiters. Executive Recruiting with Tenney & Martin Associates will teach you how to work with recruiters and land that dream job. This workshop will take place in CUE Room 134, Wednesday, October 11th from 1 to 2 p.m. Well, another helpful skill in networking is the ability to present oneself at a social event. Maneuvering the Cocktail Party is a program designed to teach just that. Socializing in the professional world on Thursday in the Alumni Center Great Hall from 4 to 6:30 p.m. And if you're interested in pursuing a career in politics, the 5 cultural centers here at UConn will help you do just that. Presenting RAP, The Political Process, Wednesday evening from 7 to 8:30 p.m. in the African American Cultural Center. Come learn the ins and outs of the political process.
Stop by Fairfield Way on Tuesday, October 10th to check out the Luna Bar College Tour 2006. The mobile tour is an interactive exhibit providing information about women's health. Learn about Luna's campaign to inform women about cancer-causing chemicals found in popular cosmetics and pick up some free samples while you're there. The exhibit will be open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. While you're on Fairfield Way Tuesday, stop by the Clothesline Project, a traveling display of t-shirts created by survivors of domestic violence and sponsored by the Women's Center. This exhibit is meant to break the silence around violence and educate the public about its prevalence. Advocates against violence are encouraged to visit between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. to create their own t-shirts. Learn how to maintain a healthy lifestyle by attending the Student Health Fair Thursday, October 12th. The 21st annual fair will feature interactive information booths where you can learn health and wellness tips from campus departments and the community. There will be free food giveaways and other fun activities. Stop by the Dow Field near the library from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. If you're looking for a weekend activity, be sure to check out the play Restoration Comedy.